It's my week. I have taken center stage in this mess. Hello, my fam. It is Perez, the queen of all media, the original influencer, and your #1 source for everything It Ends With Us saga. You are not gonna believe the move that Don't Blame Me Lively's lawyer is trying to pull. Literally, minutes ago, Ezra Hudson, one of the lead attorneys for the Age of Adelying actress, submitted a letter to the judge. You are not gonna I'm still in disbelief. This is crazy. Let's get into it. They tell biased Judge Lyman, "Dear Judge Lyman, on behalf of Blake Lively, we write pursuant to Rule 4.B of Attachment A to the court's individual rules and practices to respectfully request that the court preliminarily seal Exhibit F to the declaration of Ezra Hudson in support of plaintiff Blake Lively's opposition to third-party Perez motion for protective order and cross motion to compel." There's more to this letter, but I am not a lawyer. I am representing myself without an attorney, pro se. I have not been sued. I have been subpoenaed by Subpoena Serena. And it sure sounds to me like they are filing under seal a motion to compel me. As you all know, and this judge also knows, last week I already filed a motion to quash this very same subpoena in a different court. I filed in Las Vegas in district court there. I live in Vegas. I work in Vegas. I was served the subpoena in Las Vegas, and the place of compliance listed in her subpoena is Las Vegas. The appropriate venue to bring up any issues over this subpoena is Las Vegas, as I did. The appropriate venue is not Judge Lyman's court. Her lawyer knows that, and the judge knows that. But she still went ahead and did this. Why? Optics. Ezra Hudson is acting as a publicist lawyer. Oh, yes, I did. I have already filed a response to the court, which I will read to you in a moment, but let us finish reading this letter filed minutes ago. So, they've asked the judge, her bestie, to preliminarily seal Exhibit F, which I will tell you what that is in a moment. But Ezra says that she also wants to seal her declaration in support of Blake Lively's opposition to my motion for protective order. Pause. As some of you might remember, because I've talked about this in previous videos, last week I filed a motion for protective order with Judge Lyman to prevent further abusive discovery practices by Blackface Betty's legal team. If this motion for protective order is granted, the accused racist's lawyers would have to get any future subpoenas approved beforehand by the judge before they serve it on any third parties, non-parties, parties. Where's the party? So they've asked the judge to seal her opposition to my motion for protective order and their cross motion to compel, which is laughable. Also, portions of plaintiff Blake Lively's opposition to my motion for protective order and cross motion to compel, both of which are filed contemporaneously herewith. Exhibit F consists of a document produced by defendant Melissa Nathan in this case, which is designated as confidential. Melissa Nathan is Justin Baldoni, or was Justin Baldoni's crisis PR expert. The letter to the judge says, the opposition, the motion to compel, as well as her opposition to my request for a protective order, contains numerous quotations from discovery material produced with confidential designations. And the public version has been redacted accordingly, with an unredacted version filed under seal. Unfortunately, I don't have access to that unredacted version, but I think I should, right? In accordance with Rule 4.b of Attachment A, Ms. Lively respectfully requests that the court not rule on this letter motion to seal for 1 week so that the parties have the opportunity to meet and confer and other parties may file a motion. I think I'm going to file a motion to unseal all of these things, because in order for me to properly respond, I need to see the unredacted versions. Mental note. I'm going to do that right now, actually. Yeah. So anyways, you literally saw my brain working. I am going to work on that right now after I share with you what I already sent to the judge just a few minutes ago. As of the time that I am making this video, I still have not seen this motion to compel or the opposition, but I wrote to Judge Lyman the following. Dated August 5th, 2025, reminder of motion to quash subpoena filed in the District of Nevada. Judge Lyman, I, Mario Armando Lavandeira Jr., known professionally as P to the E to the R to the E to the Z, H to the I to the, you know my name, write as a non-party in Lively versus Wayfarer Studios, LLC. To remind the court that last week I filed a motion to quash the subpoena served on me by counsel for plaintiff Blake Lively. I just saw docket number 561 where the laughable Ezra Hudson informs you that she is submitting a motion to compel, to which I respond, WTF and LOL. I'm not sure what law school Miss Hudson attended, but she is serving up first-class buffoonery. If Miss Hudson wants to attempt to compel me, she has to address that matter in Nevada, the appropriate venue, where this issue has already been taken up by the district court there. I have not yet read this motion, as it has not been made public by the time I write this letter to you. But I'm very much looking forward to the laughs from Blake Lively's reprehensible attorney. If I feel the need to correct the record after reading this waste of time motion to compel filed with you in the wrong court, I will respond accordingly. XOXO. I think, however, after just having read Ezra's letter once more, the entire motion to compel is filed under seal, right? So I'm going to have to request to unseal that too. Let me pause this, and it will be as if only a second happened. I'm going to go write that letter right now to the judge and share with you what I tell him. Okay, I feel so much better. I just finished and sent this letter to Judge Lyman, and I think this is my best work yet. Request to unseal. Judge Lyman, I, Mario Armando Lavandeira Jr., known professionally as P to the E to the R to the Z, H to the I to the L to the T to the O to the N, write as a non-party in Lively versus Wayfarer Studios to request to unseal every item referenced in docket number 561. Blake Lively's sham of a lawyer, Ezra Hudson, is using this court's docket as a publicist would by filing a futile motion to compel with you, even though she is very well aware, as is this court, that last week I filed a motion in Nevada to quash the fishing expedition disguised as a subpoena served on me by the zero-time Oscar-nominated plaintiff. Yeah. Las Vegas is where I live, where I work, where I was served, and where the plantation-loving actress listed in her subpoena as the place of compliance. I already notified ethically challenged Ezra of this all 5 days ago. And I also was kind enough to let this court know as well many days ago too. You're welcome. Miss Hudson is engaging in the very same behavior that she has accused Justin Baldoni's attorney, Brian Friedman, of perpetuating, and for which she filed a fiery letter of admonishment. She should look in the mirror. Take a long, hard look, Ezra. As for the contents of Miss Hudson's letter to you about me, filed on August 5th, I cannot adequately respond to anything she submitted unless all items are unsealed and I am given the full and unredacted versions. With me personally, because as this court and Miss Lively's crappy attorneys know, I am representing myself in subpoena-gate without a lawyer, pro se. This case and your docket has become a circus and so laughable. All the doing of Miss Lively, Miss Hudson, and the rest of her incompetent legal team. Cheerio, Mario Armando Lavandeira Jr. I think that was pretty fabulous. So, now we just sit and wait. I can't wait to see everybody's responses. And yours. Thoughts? Let's discuss everything in the comments section.